an area where they don't fence, they just tree guard. Of course, you got bucks going in there and it's just smashing up the tree guards and hammering the trees.
What will shooting and hunting sports in the UK look like after lockdown? We join professional deer and shoot manager Paul Childerley on a roebuck stalk to find out.
When people turn up, they'll be in their own vehicles. If we're hunting in a different area, we'll have to drive to that area in separate vehicles. Then if they've got their own rifle, that's not a problem. But if they need to use a state rifle, then you give them the rifle in the case. They got wipes to sterilise the rifle before they use it. They're onto the range, they have their practice shots, get them up to speed, put it into your vehicle, because your rifle, because you've got to go on the road, or then you drive to the area and then they take it out. So, you know, there's lots of different bits we've got to put together.
At the moment, under the coronavirus lockdown in the UK, there is no guided or recreational stalking, hunting or shooting. Advice from many police firearms inquiry officers, and they're the ones who decide whether you get to keep your guns or not, is that pest and crop protection are permitted. But please call 101 to let them know you're out. With more people exercising in the countryside, there is a greater chance police will hear about your gunshots. And don't take this as gospel. FEOs have lots of different rules. Some allow you to drive to undertake pest control, some do not. Check with yours before you make plans. We last filmed Paul in mid-March. At that time he still had 2 weeks of clients for Chinese water deer, all cancelled. He had already started to see bookings for his game shooting cancelled. Then he had to lose staff.
We were having a bit of banter and a bit of a joke that I said, oh well, you know, this time, in a month's time, you boys be gone. And like 2 weeks later, I was like saying, look boys, we're gonna have a serious chat by the end of the week, I think. And then of course, obviously now I'm back down to on my own. Lucky for the guys, Fraser's got a job up in Scotland on a game farm. And then Sam's onto the contract at the moment with farming and then gonna come back with me in August.
Paul's shoot is still going ahead, and while he's doing the work of three, he is spending time working out how he can safely reopen his business while observing social distancing. It needs a little thought.
I've downscaled the one shoot just to walked up days, and the other shoot's going to be run about 75%. And the teams that have booked, I've basically emailed them, but then I had a conversation with most teams of how the day would run at the moment, how I see it would run. We got the fortunate thing of having a shoot lodge. It's a big barn, it's got a good space, so you can go in there, you can have a coffee 3-4 metres away. We could do the talk and the briefing outside in front of the shoot lodge and have coffees out there.
How are they going to pick their pegs?
I'll basically put them on the table, they can walk forward, like we did in Portugal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's easy. That's the one. Drinks in the field like normal, and then we'd do maybe a tapas type lunch. We might all change, but that's what I'm foreseeing at the moment. And then the beaters are the other thing. For our shoot, it's quite handy because we could do drive and the beaters could go round to the other side and then do the other drive and then work the way down the estate. So our drives will be totally different. It won't work as well. It's nice to go around and go to a totally different area. So it's going to be a different format and everyone's going to have to basically get on with it, yeah, suck it up. You all right, team? A bit worried about the beating side of things as well, because a lot of our beaters are very old, a lot of retired guys, and they might not want to come out. So it's my next conversation. Well, they're going to find out probably Wednesday. But it's a conversation that I'm going to have sort of like going forward, probably, you know, August time, who wants to, because it's their choice, and explain exactly what I've explained to the guns. This is what we propose, and go from there, really.
So what about today? David has a radio mic on Paul and can pick up his whispers at a range that others won't.
Right, let's go.
Before we go,
yeah.
As far as communication, do you think that when you're actually taking someone out, you need to have a bit more of a system, you know, maybe a bit of blackboard with some chalk or to write on your phone, you know, you've got a scribble app on your phone and stuff like that?
What?
Because I can hear you, you know.
Oh, yeah, but if I was going out to someone, they'd be carrying a rifle, and say I'm 2 meters in front, I'll be spying, say I spot a roebuck, see it's the right one to take, I'll basically just melt away to the side, the thumbs up, you know, neck shoot it because it's in the grass, heart shoot it, as they're there, wait till he turns, yep, easy. You know, you're going to not get, you know, your success rate's going to go down a bit, but you know, it's going to make it more of a challenge, so that's what it's all about. So
how does one melt away?
Like Predator on Predator film. Camouflage. So. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Interesting times, interesting times.
Yes.
I miss our connection. I feel that we're disconnected.
1, 2.
How far?
I reckon it's about 2. Perfect.
Stay away.
Oh dear.
Stay away.
Good.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Go on then.
Let's go. I think if we can do it with a camera, the amount of times we have, and sometimes 2 or 3 people, I think, you know, I think you'd be able to get round the out in the field situation. I think that probably the guide is best just do all the gralloching because they've got to handle it. It goes back into like your larder, your vehicle. Yeah, it's something new, but I think you evolve and sort of work and get round the safest and best way possible, really.
Rose stalking is one of Paul's passions. Buck fever is a real thing. Seeing an animal in your sights affects folk. So you don't accuse Paul of being a coronabore. We're going to measure that excitement today with a heart monitor. This is his walking rate.
A bit skyline.
This is what happens when he sees a suitable buck.
Amazing. 72. Excellent. Rush, isn't it? The challenge. Definitely a challenge.
Then there's a fox.
So foxes don't do it for you either.
Yeah, but I can't shoot them here. The brain knows I can't shoot them, so I only got a little bit excited rather than full mode. That's the reason why. Bye.
Our closest encounter is with a roe-doe. Is she sitting with a male companion?
On her own, I think. The possibility of a buck being lay wet next to her.
I mean, have you noticed any changes in wildlife behaviour at all with just less people around?
So I've had more disturbance this year than ever before. I've had people in pheasant release pens walking through, mountain bikes in release pens, people with dogs chasing pheasants, ducks, moorhens, coots, everything. A goose down the lake got killed the other day, one of the grey lags. You know, just people are everywhere. I put up another 15 signs about 3 weeks ago but people just walk. What I can't understand, I got the sign saying private land, keep out. So pretty like blunt, yeah. Because sorry, it's not footpath, not working. And actually, when I'm putting them up, and there'll be one down there and one here. I'm putting up the second one. They've already walked past the first one. Oh, I didn't see the sign. Big red sign like this, you know. Anyway. And yeah, so people are all fine. It's just, you know, I don't know why you don't just respect like what other people are doing and nature and everything else. But there you go. Hopefully it won't be a problem next spring.
The weather is not helping matters this morning, and we end up with an enjoyable walk in the countryside, breathing in the birdsong, but no buck. It's an odd time for all of us. We need to be prepared to pick up where we left off. With changes in workflow and operations, it's all achievable.
But it's going to need people just working together.
Together, yeah, definitely.
You know, if everyone understands it, you know, all you need is some idiot who, you know, is blasé about it. This has to be really sensible. Like, I mean, but shooters are sensible. They have to be.
Well, it's quite funny actually. You look at our community of shooters and hunters. We abide by all the rules so far. I think generally want to be safe and want to, you know, get the job done right. So yeah, fingers crossed.
If you have a clever idea for observing social distancing on clay, shooting and hunting grounds and ranges, please let us know by dropping me an email, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. We are a law-abiding community and we will develop systems that work safely while allowing businesses such as Paul's to get back up and running properly again. And if you fancy measuring your own heart rate, there's a link to the device in the description below.